We are in for a special treat today. You may know our next guest from 11 seasons as bar know-it-all Cliff Clavin on Cheers, or from his roles in movies like The Empire Strikes Back, Superman, and every single Pixar film. It's John Ratzenberger. John, thank you so much for stopping by. So all 20 Pixar movies, congratulations on that.
Has it been 20?
I believe it's been 20, but did you stop counting around like 10?
I stopped counting at 1.
So many iconic characters. We've got the Ham in Toy Story, the piggy, Mac the truck, the Underminer. Do you have a favorite?
I enjoy P.T. Flea, who is the ringmaster on Bug's Life.
Oh, yes. So Toy Story 4, we're all very excited about. Can you give us all of your secrets? What can we expect from Toy Story 4, the plot?
Oh, yeah. They had to and that's pretty much all I can tell you.
All right, here on Top 30, John, we go through a lot of stories, 30 stories in just 30 minutes. So we have a few stories to talk about.
I was going to ask you what we're doing.
I know, right? We're just hanging out. So we're going to go through a few stories, and I want to just get your take, okay? Okay, so first one, here we go. The UPS store is facing some backlash after a tweet didn't go over exactly as planned. Listen to this. If your child addresses a letter to the North Pole, you can leave it with us. We do shredding. They got so much backlash, like, oh my gosh, kids are gonna freak out over this.
Do you think maybe they were talking about snowboarding?
Possibly, like shred.
My guess is that whoever's behind the counter at that particular UPS office doesn't have children.
Right.
As a matter of fact, when I wanted to make sure my kids believed in Santa Claus, so I actually, with the fireplace, I put footprints and then fireplace ash across the living room carpet.
Yeah.
And things like that.
That's amazing.
But I still, there is a lot to be said for believing.
Yeah. Let's stick with the holiday theme for our next one. A Louisiana woman's choice of Christmas decorations is tearing her town apart. She set up this nativity display on her lawn using inflatable dragons. So neighbors are complaining. They say she looks like she's in a demonic cult and it's not very Christmassy. And you know what she did, John? She put more dragons. She went on and she put more and more.
How old is this woman? It sounds like she's one of the Flotsam and Jetsam that came out of Woodstock. That'd be my guess. Or she confused the birth of Jesus Christ with the birth of Harry Potter. It sounds like a disgruntled, aged hippie.
Maybe not the neighbor you'd want to live next to if you're into
because you get all that smell of patchouli.
Yeah. Some people like that smell. So let's shift gears and talk about something near and dear to your heart. And I don't know if everyone knows manufacturing and vocational training. It's very special to you.
Yeah, it is special to me. I grew up in a factory town. Yeah. My mother worked in a factory. I was a carpenter before I became an actor. I was a journeyman carpenter. Because somebody has to be.
Right.
Otherwise, these lights aren't going to be
Of course.
Floors and everything that you see and that we rely on was built by somebody's hands.
Of course.
And we're running out of those people because 30 years ago, somebody got it in their heads that, well, it's not important to teach kids what we called shop classes.
I remember shop class.
Metalwork, all this stuff. And everyone's got to go to college. Well, now we've sent everybody to college, and now you've got a lot of well-educated, unemployed people. Kids graduate from high school now without even knowing how to read a simple ruler. And that's dangerous for all of us. People don't think about that every single day. Get up, go to work, and blah, blah, blah. But that bridge that you're crossing has to be maintained. The car you're driving has to be maintained. And we're running out of those people that know how to operate those machines. Do
you have a suggestion as to how to implement in the younger generation, how to work with your hands?
This is what my mother did. Even though back then, they said, go get outside, go play.
Yeah.
And the only rule was be back before the streetlights come on.
Right.
But she would go to old garage sales, that kind of thing, and buy old radios, old appliances.
Yeah.
And then she'd bring them home and give me some tools, and the appliance said, go, take it apart. I'm 4 years old. I'm having a ball because you're opening this thing up, and whether it's a toaster or whatever it is. Wow, I mean, it's magic in there. It's an adventure. If you allow the kid to do that, then you're understanding there's a universal law that everything follows a certain pattern. And once you learn that as a kid, you've got that forever.
Wise woman, that mother of yours. John,
Yep.
thank you so much for hanging out with me here. I wish we could stay all day.
Okay, I got nothing to do. I'm gonna meet my daughter later.
So maybe we will, but this show is sadly just 30 minutes. Come back and see us?
Yeah, if you tell Nick, he'll find me.
Okay, producer Nick, I'll let him know.